we've known for a long time that our societies are aging, which means we've had a huge success with longevity, that we live much longer, which we should really celebrate. But we haven't really figured out how that's going to work. So if you think about the fact that even in the UK, within 10 years, we will have, in our adult population, more than 50% will be over 50 years old. That's going to shift a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right? And the other thing is we're starting to realize finally that no, we are not old at 50 or 60 or 65. So we are now looking forward to healthy, energetic years from at least up to 80, when normally people start to have some health problems. What are you going to do with all that time? And we haven't thought forward a lot, because we've had this model in our heads of, you know, we'll, as a kind of learn, earn, return, as they call it, right?
Yeah.
So we learn, I go to university, we work so many years, then we retire and we stop. And still, even when we know probably our pensions won't pay, we can't sort of think about another solution. And I am convinced we have to abolish or retire the word retirement, especially in our own heads, and start to think about it another way. And I'll give you a little exercise to do now, which we've never tried, so we should see how this works, about thinking forward. So if you have pen and paper in front of you, draw a line and divide it into decades. So make 10 of them.
Yep.
And put the date of your birth at one end. And then, knowing that it should then be 100 at the other end, if put a cross at the likelihood of how long you might live, and I'll give you some figures now. So if you're born in the mid 50s, you can expect to live to between around 93 years old, so 93. If you're born in the mid 60s, add another 3 years, so you can expect to live to 96. If you're born in the mid 70s, 99, you have a 50% chance to live to 99. And if you're born mid 80s, you have a 50% chance to live to like 102. So, and if you're born in between there, put a cross to where it's likely that you might live. And now put in where you are today, which is 2018. So 2018, and put your age, and put how many years you worked up to today. And then, now do the thought experiment, because knowing that pension money is running out, and the state pensions are crashing, even the private pensions don't have enough money. And if you're going to pay for such a long life, think about if you have to work until you're 90. And look at how you worked today and what you're doing today. If you have to do that for the time up to 90, is that what you really want to do? Do you want to work with the same intensity? Do you want to do the same things? And considering that long working time, how are you going to pay for that longevity? But also, wouldn't there be a need for some more education somewhere? Could you really sort of think about working from, for 60 years or 70 years almost without a break? So gap years are becoming very important and interesting, and how we're going to finance them. So when Andrew, you asked me this thing, are we thinking about it enough and early enough? No, and I think when you start to think about it like this, it sort of starts to put it into perspective. And I think you realize that I shouldn't put off thinking about it.
No, I'm astonished actually. So I'm in my early 40s. Yeah. I've worked for just over 20 years. So on those numbers, yeah. I've got 48 more to go. So I'm not halfway through yet.
Yeah.
Which is exciting in some ways, in many ways, really. you've actually got a lot of time to play with. There's an interesting dynamic in our working society, which I don't want to focus on too much, but it is a reality about age and how much does age impact your development curve within a corporate or any working environment.
Yes, and that's why this kind of exercise becomes even more important, because most of us in corporate life leave or get sort of nudged out in our 50s.
Yeah.
So if you're in your 50s and you have another sort of 40, 45 years to work, or 35, 40 years to work, it's to suddenly have to do that is really difficult. And that's why I wanted to share this insight that all of us should learn career development skills.
Yeah.
So that we continuously develop new options for ourselves and know how to do it, because then it's not this exercise done under duress.
Mm-hmm.
It's a kind of continuous learning that is really exciting.
Yeah.
And it just becomes part of what you do all the time.
Yeah.
And when you know you have options, it's much less stressful.
Yeah.
Whether you're inside the company, you're not as worried about losing your job, or when you get older and sort of doing something else because you know how to